is up there, creatures? It's your boy Monster Man Vapes coming back at you again, this time for a review. Now, this product has been around for quite some time, about a month or so, and I've seen a few people use them. I've seen mixed feelings about this device, but I thought I'd give it my best shot and put in my 2 cents. And plus, also a fan of the channel and also a good friend of mine asked me to do a review, for they are actually looking at this device, but they are waiting on my personal opinion. Today, I'm going to be looking at the Zenith 3 by IJOY. So, why don't we dive down, talk about this little puppy, and see what I think about it. Alrighty then. The IJOY Zenith 3 Dual 2700 semi-unregulated box mod with tank. So let's go ahead and open up the box, shall we? Toss that to the side for a moment. Now, when you first open the box up, this is where your mod will be, where your tank would be, and this is a spare glass for the tank. Now, as you guys can see, before I dive down, I got the blue rendition. And the spare glass, as you can see, has a very light blue tint to it. Now, I believe that's for all the color configurations. So we take this foam out real quick. And you can see there's 2 holes right there for you to put your finger into. So let's take this out, shall we? Let's set all these other pieces to the side for a second. And here's the box full of goodies. Inside, you'll find yourself a spare coil head. Now, these are indeed mesh coil heads. This is 0.15 resistance. Right there. The wattage range, I don't know if you can really see that. That is 40 to 90 watts. And right there, 0.15 ohms. Okay, so spare coil head. Next inside the box is a blue 18650 sleeve adapter. So if you don't want to run 2700s, or if those batteries are dead, but you got a pair of married 18650s you would like to run, you can do that. Which I do find, this also was with when they came out with the Captain and the Captain X3. They included 18650 adapters, which I'm really liking that for IJOY. Not a lot of people actually like to run 18650 adapters. So I thought, when IJOY started coming out with these, I thought it was very, very cool. Another little baggie of goodies here. 510 drip tip adapter, extra O-rings, and one of those protective vape bands to go around the tank to help keep it from breaking. Here you got a little warranty card slash warranty card. Also, they have a little section in here in the booklet to write information down on. Let's see, where's that? Yeah, right here. So I believe this section right here is for you to fill out. So in case the mod breaks, you can send the warranty card in with this, and they'll have all the information and where to send it back to you. And then we have the owner's manual. Now, I'm not going to open it up per se all the way, because this is literally just a folded up piece of paper. However, though, there is a bunch of things on it. So let me find the English section very, very quickly. Here we are. So, yeah, as you can see, as I'm starting to open up a little bit more, there are quite a bunch of different languages on it. So let me put this aside for right now. And the batteries are indeed included. These are the boxes that the batteries came in. I had the batteries already inside of the mod, as you saw in the top side at the beginning of the video. And here is the Zenith 3 kit. Now, the reason why I say that this is semi-unregulated is due to the fact that there's no screen. It's just a potentiometer and your fire button. And the fire button is nice and clicky, and the potentiometer allows you to adjust voltage output. As you see, every time you adjust the voltage, that little light comes up. Now, this thing normally beeps when you first get it. Every time you adjust it, it beeps. So if you do not want it to beep, you just hit that fire button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And as you can see now, it's not beeping. And also with most mods, or all mods, and for exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turns the device off, so you can't fire it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it turns the mod back on. Hang on, let me adjust the power a little bit. There, you can hear it. And like I said, dual 2700, negative to positive, negative to positive. And the bag and the door feels really nice. Definitely feels like a very light metal. I'm going to assume aluminum. And as you can see, it's held on by magnets. And it just snaps right in. This mod feels like it's mostly made out of metal. Very good quality. Pretty solid device. As you can see, the tank here. I do not exactly know what tank this is. If you can tell me what tank this is, please let me know. I literally ran through the owner's manual before I started this video, read it left and right, could not find any information on this tank. So if you would please just let me know what it is, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, both coils that come with the tank, though, they are both mesh coils, both at 0.15, and both have the same wattage range. To fill it, turn it to the left, and it simply pops out. As you can see, you got 2 nice big kidney-shaped slots to fill it. I believe this holds 6.5, 7 mils of e-liquid. When you're done filling, just put it on, twist to the right, and it comes right off. 810 drip tip standard 810 drip tip comes with this. Not a big fan of that color, though. I gotta point that out there. Not a big fan of the color. Kind of looks like a peacock tail almost, doesn't it? I mean, it really does. But this goes up from 2.4 volts all the way up to 6.9 volts, which is this little dot right here. And on the dial, you'll see a little dot right there. That lets you know what voltage it is set to. So there's minimum, and you can literally go all the way up, you know, and then each dot, so 6, 6.3, 6.6, so each turn is raising or lowering it by 0.3 volts. So that's the max. I'm not going to fire it though, because mesh does not need that high of voltage. But it is, I believe it is 35 millimeters this way. 35. It's 50 millimeters this way, and it's 90 millimeters that way from the bottom to the top of the mod, not in kind of the tank. So why don't we take this back up top and let's talk about the pros and cons, shall we? Alright there, YouTube. So I just got done reviewing the Zenith 3. Not really much to this device, is there? Simple, just turn the dial to the voltage you would like it at, and you just vape. I mean, it's just that simple. And to me, I do like high-powered devices. Normally I go with like the IJOY Maxo 315 or the Captain X3 or even the RX300. I love big multi-battery mods that put up a ton of power. But this is actually a very, very nice design. Very simple, very effective. I mean, it's just incredible. Let me take a quick poll on this. I got it set to, I guess it to the 3.9 volt range. That's probably a little over 90, but that's what I've been vaping it at, and it's been vaping pretty good. The flavor on this tank is pretty good. And this is actually my first time vaping on a mesh tank. It's actually my first time ever owning a mesh tank, honestly. And I gotta say, I really like it. Now, the airflow on this, the airflow is very nice. It has a stopper in it, so you ain't gotta worry about having to constantly spinning. Now, I got it at full open. Very smooth. I don't feel any turbulence at all. I don't even hear any turbulence at all. So why don't we close it down to about a quarter open. You guys see that? There you go. Quarter open. Still very smooth. All right. Half open. Now it's starting to get a little restricted, but still very, very smooth. And let's check how the air is at a quarter open. Yeah, smooth all the way around. Very smooth. Really no turbulence. I think full open, I did feel like a very minute amount. No, actually I don't. Nope, no turbulence whatsoever. I do gotta admit though, when you get to about halfway, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there is a bit of a whistle. A little bit of a whistle. I can hear it. Let's vape it at a quarter open. Let's turn the voltage down a bit to about 3.3, shall we? I say from half down, it's got a slight whistle, but full open, raise the voltage back up. No whistle there. I don't hear any whistle there. But yeah, folks, the Zenith 3. One con can be the potentiometer does not have a voltage lock on it. And I say voltage lock, meaning when you have the voltage on the potentiometer set, you can't really lock it. You can't. So if you have it in your pocket or you have it in a bag somewhere, there is a chance that it moving around in there, kind of shaking around, it could potentially move the potentiometer a little bit. That would have been probably a cool thing to have. If you can hit, like, say, to turn the beep off, you hit it 3 times, 5 times to turn the beep off, you hit it 3 times. To turn the whole device off, you hit it 5 times. I like to see if you were to say hit the button 4 times or twice, it locks the voltage output. And this does not have to, you can throw virtually anything on here. Standard 510 connection, spring loaded. Let me throw my neutral post Temple from Vapor's Cloud on here. And this is a 30 mil Addy. And look at that. No overhang whatsoever. It may look like it, but I'm rubbing my fingers up and down like this, and I don't feel any overhang. So, let's check this puppy out. Definitely need to re-drip this a little bit, though. So you can run tanks on here, you can run RDAs on here. I mean, there's really no limitation to this thing. So let's set the voltage output to, let's go 6 volts, shall we? And check, see if it fires. Yep, it fires. Let's go up to the max, 6.9. Oh yeah, that's more like it. That's more my speed. Very, very nice. Definitely good for someone who... This can actually be a very good starter kit, because you ain't gonna mess with any wattage, any voltage, or nothing. Most tanks I see work best in the 4.2 volt range, depending on the coil. I would say for sub-ohm tanks for beginners, run them for about 4.2 volts. So definitely a good place to start out with as far as voltage. Of course, a bit of a ramp up time there, but for someone who does not like to fiddle with wattages and just want to have a precise voltage output and is not too picky as far as how many volts you can go up in increments on, but definitely a mod that can attract, I would say, quite a few people. I'm honestly surprised by it. I do love series mods that do have potentiometers. I run a 4-cell LiPo mod that has a potentiometer, and a pulse width module on it. And it's just so cool. Mods that have that ability, that have that to where you can really fine tune what voltage output you really want. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. I know I've been saying that a bunch. I apologize, but man, this is good. I mean, I know the mixed feelings towards IJOY, but I've personally never had an issue with any of IJOY's products, and this is definitely one hell of a device. It'd be really nice if in the future, like say, I like to see them come out, if they come out with a Zenith 4, actually tell you what, either for a Zenith 4 or if they make a Zenith 4, I would love for them to make, say, a Zenith 4 XL or something along those guidelines. Something that has, you know, a triple battery Zenith or a quad battery Zenith. Something that can put out a ton of power and have a potentiometer on it. Put it on the side somewhere if you can, or if you got enough room up top next to the 510, put the potentiometer up there. I mean, there's actually there's more potential for the Zenith as far as its concept and design. I gotta say, it's actually a very nice device. And the tank itself, again, I don't know what the tank is. I couldn't find any information on it. But I have to be honest with you guys. I'm actually quite surprised with this mesh. Never vaped mesh before. Never really did. Never vaped any of the mesh RDAs or any of that. I've always been using normal wire. But I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with this. Very, very good. So a con could be about the potentiometer moving, possibly in a bag or in your pocket. It also could be really nice if they could somehow include a lock feature on the firing button, where when you turn it off, you can lock it to where it won't misfire. And I'm sorry, it's not focusing. There it goes. Prozo, it's more of a fine tuning of the power output. And it can accommodate up to a 30mm Addy. It's pretty. I got big hands, and it's very, very small. I mean, turn my hand like this, and you can't even see the mod. All you see is the tank. pretty lightweight, honestly, considering that most of it is composed of metal. I'm sure this right here is probably like a plastic or a zinc alloy, possibly. But as far as like the battery door feels like metal. So that, it feels pretty good quality. I would definitely recommend this device, even to a starter or a novice guy, some who likes to tweak with voltage rather than wattage. But yeah, guys, a highly recommended device. Love it. Definitely gonna be vaping on this more often. This is definitely going into my personal arsenal of vaporware. So yeah, go out and check this out. You know, these run for about $85 to $90, which I think is not too bad considering you get a tank with 2 coils, holds a good amount of e-liquid, you get the batteries, and a phenomenal functioning device. I think it's worth, you know, the $85, $90. So yeah, go out and check this out for yourself, guys. That's it for this review. I'll see you guys in the next one. Monster Man Vape signing off.
I try with every waking moment of my life to hide the monster that is building up inside. So blind.